Today we're going to talk about quadratic functions. I'm going to teach you the very first step, what quadratic functions is, and the very basic material, the introduction of quadratic functions. First of all, you should know that quadratic functions has a lot of applications. For example, if we want to describe a phenomenon such as falling object, um, the best way in order to describe a falling object is going to be a quadratic function. Or if I want to talk about how a car or a motorcycle or any vehicle accelerates, I use quadratic functions. I just want to tell you that it has some applications out there, so just think about it that you are learning something really productive. Okay, let's start it with the general formula, and we're going to do a couple practice on the formula, and you would have on your Google Doc you have a bunch of examples using this video in order to answer those questions. Okay, let's start it. The general formula for quadratic functions is y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. You need to memorize this. Don't like to memorize stuff? No problem. You can write it in your inspiration cheat sheet. Write it down as a general formula for a quadratic function. That's a general formula, g.f. Okay, let's see what does it mean, this formula, and how we're going to use this in order to answer the first couple questions in your Google Doc. A, B, B, and C are the constants. Okay, so I'm going to write it down here. A, B, comma, C are the constants. So what does it mean, constants? Constants such as numbers, integers, such as 1, 2, 5, -1, -2. So any number we consider it as a constant. It could be decimal, it could be a ratio. So for A, for B, for C, these are going to be constant. And of course 0. 0 is a constant as well. On the other hand, we have x or x squared, this term, x here and y here. These are the variables. This means these values are not going to change. The whole problem we are solving, the whole course, talking about quadratic function, these letters, always letters. We are not going to put number for them. Okay, let's have an example, and you guys would help me in order to figure it out. What is A, what is B, what is C? If you look at your Google Doc, the first type of question you would have is, I give you a problem like, let's see, such as, let's give me a, let's see, I have to, oh, apparently I cannot change it from here, so I need to rewrite the whole thing. No problem. Okay, let's start it with something such as y equal, give me a number, okay, 7 x squared plus 2x minus 5. 2x minus 5. Okay. The prompt of this problem is recognize what A is, what B is, and what C. Just recognizing these constants. So we can simply just write it down. I'm going to write it with a blue. A equal, let's go for, okay, We just compare these two. See the very first letter after the x square, next to the x square is a, right? We can call it as the coefficient of x square. The coefficient of x square is a, right? Whatever is next to the x square, we consider it as a. So in this case, a is 7. Whatever is next to the x by itself is our b value, which is in this case going to be 2, and c is going to be a number, the constant by its own. It does not have x squared or x, is completely on its own. And be careful, you have to write it minus 5. If it comes with negative, you have to state the negative. Be careful, that's a tricky part. A lot of students would just write 5, but that's actually a minus 5. So far so good. Perfect. Let's go for another example. I'm gonna make it slightly trickier, okay? So good luck. Maybe you can pause the video and try to solve it on your own, and after that look at the explanation and the final answer to make sure that your answer is correct. Okay, let's have this example. Y minus 2x squared plus 3x equal minus 1. The prompt of this problem is of course going to be find what are the a, b, and c values. Okay, let's see. The very first step you're going to do, you're going to compare your problem here, the green equation, to general formula y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. So of course this green equation, it does not look like the original equation that we have. Why? Good question. Because right after y, here we have equal. But here, y, right after y, we have bunch of thing going on. We have minus 2x squared, we have 3x, and a lot of thing going on. We want right after y, we need the equal sign. Whenever we reach to this, right after y, we have an equal sign, we can apply the general formula in order to find what a is, what b, and what c is. So we need y by itself in one side of the equation according to the general formula. See, y is completely by its own here, right after the equal sign pops up. Okay, so we have to do the same thing here. In order to do this, we're gonna subtract. Okay, we have 2x squared is bothering us here, and we have 3x plus 3x is bothering. Okay, how are we going to get rid of it? We're going to do the opposite action of each of them. Here we have minus 2x squared. So in order to get rid of minus 2x squared, we have to do the opposite action, which is very good guess. We're going to add 2x squared to the both sides of the equation, right? On the other hand, we have another thing that is bothering us, which is plus 3x right here. We have to get rid of plus 3x. How are we going to get rid of plus 3x? We have to do the opposite action, which is subtracting both sides by 3x. Okay, let's rewrite the equation. We're going to make a big line here. Beautiful. And since I want to have a beautiful example right there, I'm just gonna rewrite it here. Okay, so we're gonna reach to y by itself, right? See, because this and that cancel each other out, this and that cancel each other out, and they all is gonna be on the other side. And this guy right? It's gonna be there, and this guy is right here. Y is equal to 2x squared minus 3x minus y. 1. I'm gonna drag it right here. Oops. There you go. Beautiful. We have y by itself. Awesome. This and that cancel each other out. On the other side, we have 2x squared minus 3x, and I write the minus 1 at the very end. Now we can recognize what a is. Good job. 2. What b is minus 3, and what c is minus 1. Good luck. So let me review that super duper quick. In this green equation, the very last one, I know it's kind of tricky. I'm gonna explain it one more time. So we have y minus 2x squared plus 3x is equal to minus 1. In order to find a, b, and c, I need y by itself in one side. Right after y, we have to have an equal sign in order to find a, b, c. Why? Because the general formula saying that. So I have minus 2x squared and plus 3x that is bothering me next to the y. What I did, I eliminate these two terms. How did I eliminate it? I did the opposite action. This one is minus 2x squared, so I did the opposite, which is adding 2x squared to the both sides. Sorry, I forgot the exponent here. There you go. So these two terms cancel each other out. These two terms cancel each other out. And of course, these two terms would appear in the right side of the equation. Now we have the handy dandy formula, y equation, sorry, y is equal to 2x squared minus 3x minus 1, and easy peasy we can just compare it with the general formula and find what a, what b, and what c is. So you will have a couple example on your Google Doc. Use this beautiful video. Let me know if you have any question, but do your best. Try to solve those problems on your own. If you're still having hard time, come to me, ask question. If you don't, you're good to go for the next part of the assignment. Very good job, guys. I'm super duper proud of you guys. You are doing bomb. See you guys in the next video.